Hi viewers, this is a worksheet related to the topic trigonometry, and here we have few questions on the basis of MCQs. So have a look the first question. Choose the correct answer, the period of sine of x and cos of x. So the period of cos of x, and so 360 is the correct answer. The maximum value of sine of x. So maximum value of sine of x and cos of x is 1. Remember, if you draw a sine curve or cosine curve 360, so at this is 1 minus 1, so at 0, if you try to draw y is equal to sine of x, so at 0 it is exactly 0, at 90 it is 1, at 180 it's 0, at 270 it is negative 1, and 360 again 0. So your sine curve is this one, and it's the complete one circle is from 0 to 360. That's why the period of sine and cos both is 360, and the maximum value is 1 and minimum value is minus 1. So here we are looking maximum value. The angle of elevation is the angle above the horizontal line or below the horizontal line or none, so it's above the horizontal line. Next, as you can see that we have a right angle triangle, and in right angle triangle we have angle at A. It means the side which has the angle, that side is called adjacent, and the side which has 90 degree, that is called opposite, and the side exactly opposite to the 90 degree, that is called the longest side or hypotenuse. So we are looking sine of x. So sine of x is opposite over hypotenuse, or hypotenuse over opposite, or none. So the first option is correct. Section 2, we have questions related to trigonometry, and if we have a right angle we can use Pythagoras theorem. So by using Pythagoras theorem, calculate the length of the marked side is, and the marked side is A, and remember that this side A is basically longest side. So Pythagoras says the longest side square is equal sum and square of other two sides, means 3 square plus 4 squared. That means A square is equal to 9 plus 16, which is equal A square is equal to 25, and by taking square root on both sides we will get the positive length of A, which is 5 centimeter. Here we have more than one unknown things we have to find out first, and remember our final goal is to find G, but we cannot find straight away G. For that we will supposed to say that this side length is X, and by considering that this right angle triangle, the smaller one, this is the longest side, which is 10, and opposite side is 8. So we can say that by Pythagoras theorem, 10 square is equal to 8 square plus x squared. So 100 is equal to 64 plus x squared. X squared is equal to 100 minus 64. So which is equal 9 minus 63. So that means 36. By taking square root on both sides, we will have x is equal to 6. So it means this side is 6. And remember that we are looking G. So now I will consider full triangle again by using Pythagoras theorem. So remember, now I'm considering this full length, or we can take the full again by Pythagoras theorem. We can say that 16 square is equal to 8 square. This full length we can consider it as y. So y squared. 256 is equal to 64 plus y squared. So y square is equal to 256 minus 64 is equal to 192, and by taking square root on both sides we will have 13.9. So now as we are looking G, so G is equal to full length minus the length of x, which is 6, 7.9. So this is our required answer, 7.9 centimeter. Next part is C, and this part we have 90-degree angle, so it means we can apply Pythagoras theorem. So remember, 17.4 is the longest side because it is opposite to the 90-degree. It means by using Pythagoras theorem we can say that 17.4 whole squared is equal to other sum and square of other two sides, which are L square plus 4.8 whole squared. And here we have that is 23.04. So L square is equal to 302.76 minus 23.04. So L square is equal to 279.72. By taking square root on both sides, 16.7 centimeter. So this is our required answer. Next question, a girl is standing on a hill at A, see a small boat at point B on a lake. So we have 2 points A and B. Remember here we are using the angle of elevation concept. If the girl is at a height of 50 meter, as you can see that, and above B, at a horizontal distance is given also 120 meter away from B. Calculate the angle of depression of a boat from the girl. It means it must be a below the horizontal line. So if we connect A to B, so we know perpendicular height, we know horizontal distance as well. This is 90 degree. Uh, so first remember that the angle of depression is here. They say the angle of depression of the boat from the girl, and remember a girl is standing at A, so it means there must be a horizontal line if the girl is at this position A. So actually we are using the alternate angle concept. If we have two parallel lines, so the angle of depression is here, that we will consider it at point B because these two angles are equal by using alternate angle concept. So I'm looking this angle. Let's suppose this angle is x degree. Our first step is to calculate the angle. And remember that if we have angle on this side, that means this side is adjacent and that side is opposite because it has the 90 degree. So for A part, we would say that opposite over adjacent, we can use tan x degree is equal to opposite, which is okay, we can say that opposite over adjacent, and opposite is 50 over 120. So it means as we are looking x angle, so tan would be tan inverse, other side 22.6. Shortest distance between the girl and the boat means AB, that we can use Pythagoras theorem. So AB whole square is equal to sum and square of other two sides, 50 whole squared plus 120 whole squared, and that gives me 2500, 14,400. So once we add in 16,900 by taking square root, we have the shortest distance 130 meter. Next, question number 4, express each of the following in terms of sine of another angle. So remember that if we draw exactly 4 parts and each part is called quadrant, this is first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. And remember in first quadrant sine is positive, sine greater than 0, all positive, even cos positive, tan positive. Second quadrant only sine greater than 0, third quadrant tan positive, and fourth quadrant cos positive. The rest cos and tan negative in third quadrant, sine and cos, and same as in fourth quadrant, sine and tan. Here we are looking 0 to 180, and remember 0 to 180 sine is positive. If one angle we know which is less than 90 degree, that is acute, the other angle you can use this formula as well. Sine of x is equal to sine of 180 minus x. That gives you the same answer what we have at sine 80. So if we check answer at sine 80, that gives me 0.98. I'm writing two decimal places. The other angle which we are looking is Sine of 180 minus 80, that gives me sine of 100. So if we check sine 100, that gives us what? That gives me again same answer, 0.98. So we have two angles which gives us same answer from 0 to 180, means first two quadrant. Those angles are 80 and 100 degree. Same as we will find the answer for B part. So straight away sine 127, that gives me 0.798. So you can say that 99 if you round off. Then the second angle we are looking by using the formula 127 is equal to sine of 180 minus 127. That gives me sine, and we will see sine 53 gives us, it is 0.799 again. So we are getting same answer. It means these two angles from 0 to 180, which are 127, and the second angle is 53, gives us the same answer. Find two angles between 0 and 180 which have the following signs. So give, here we have the answer. For example, you can say that sine of x is equal 0.33. So first we will find out the first angle is what, which is sine inverse 0.33, and that angle gives me, after pressing shift you will get sine inverse. Okay, I have 19.3 degree, and the second angle you can find out by using the same idea. Sine 90.3 is equal to, they say nearest degree, so it's better we use x is equal to 19. So sine of 19 degree is equal to sine of 180 minus 19. So that gives me 161. It means at 19 and 161 we will get same answer. Now next one is sine of x is equal to 0.94. So x is equal to sine inverse 0.94, which is equal 70.05, 70.1. So I will consider it 70 degree. And this for second angle, sine 70 degree equals sine of 180 minus 70, which gives me a sine of 110. So 70 degree and 110 will give us the same answers, or our required answer. Next, question number 6, and this one is solve the following equation giving all the solutions in the range 0 to 360. So remember, if we draw, remember sine, here we have 1, here we have -1. So at 90 it is 1, at 1 it is 0, 270 -1, and 360 0. So it means sine curve, this is our required sine curve y is equal to sine of x. Now, if we try to simplify this question number 6a part, first of all, we will find out, remember this 1 over 4 gives me 0.25, and theta angle equals sine inverse 1 by 4 gives me, so it is 14.5. Now, how to find, and remember, 0.25 is almost here. So one answer we found, and next answer is, it is very close to 180. So it means again this idea will work for us. Sine of x equal 180 minus sine 180 minus x. So 14.5 sine of 180 minus 14.5, that gives 165, sine of 165.5. So if you extend the line, you will not find till 360 any more angles. So we have required these two angles, which is 14.5 and 165.5. We have required two answers from the range of 0 to 360. And now we will move on next, cosine. For cosine is the opposite. Like for example, 360. So at 0 it is 1, 0 it is 1, at 90, yes, and then 270 again 0 and 361. So it means you will find the curve like that. This is y is equal to cos of x. It means cos positive from 0 to 90 means first quadrant. Then in second and third quadrant cos negative, and in fourth quadrant it is positive. So here we have positive answer. It means we must have first and fourth quadrant, two answers. First of all, the 1 over 0.7. So 0.7 is very close to 1. It means we have one answer here, and if you extend the line, second answer you will find it here. So first, theta is equal to cos inverse 1 over square root of 245. Now we are looking the answer in the fourth quadrant. Cos of 360 minus 45, cos of 315. And if we check cos 315, it gives me the same answer what we have in the start, 0.7. So it means two angles we found. One is 45 and the second angle is 315, which gives us the exactly same answer what we have of this equation. So these are the required answers of 45 and 315. I hope so it is clear. Thank you for watching.